Pop Culture Pastor.
Cody, are you a fan of sandwiches?
I know you're the bigger fan of sandwiches between the two of us. I do enjoy a good sandwich, but it's usually not something I crave.
I love sandwiches. I dig sandwiches. I think the bread kind of makes it in a lot of cases. But then how much meat you put in the sandwich also makes it different too. Because I think if you skimp on the meat where it's just bread, it doesn't matter how good your bread is.
The only exception is like cheese breadsticks.
Yeah,
I'm all about the bread with cheese.
But that's not a sandwich.
I know. I don't need it to be a sandwich at that point.
I know, but we're talking about sandwiches. Cody, you got to focus, man.
You
the
said
ADD
bread.
is killing us here. I know I said bread in relation to sandwiches. You see,
Yeah.
You're flustered now. Now you're like, oh, I thought we were talking about bread. Like, no.
Good bread, good cheese, good meat. That's the recipe for a good sandwich.
Yes. I think when you're looking for sandwich perfection, you want all of them above board. I want good bread. I want good meat and lots of it and good cheese. And then I'll put all the stuff I want on the sandwich to make it perfect.
All the mayonnaise.
And sandwiches, around here, we have a sandwich place in town. It's almost just as nice to make one at home.
Two of the same sandwich places.
Because I'm a bit picky about my sandwiches.
Dave is very picky about his sandwiches.
Yeah. I like certain places that make sandwiches, certain kinds of sandwiches, which is not to say I'm picky about what sandwiches I would eat. I like to try all kinds of different sandwiches, but I'm picky about their quality.
Yes, I literally nearly saw a whole fiasco go down between Dave and his eldest daughter when she mentioned a particular sandwich joint, and he's like, "You get that trash out of here."
Yeah, my kids love that place, and that's the place we're going to talk about.
Okay.
Because they have made an interesting pricing maneuver, and I feel like it tears down a bunch of things that we've believed to be true in the last few years. And I want answers. Cody, I want to talk about this deal at Subway. Not because I'm like super stoked about the deal or I like Subway all that much. Subway's fine. It just is to me.
It is the major fast food sandwich chain.
Yeah, well, people love them.
It's like McDonald's. Like, I'll eat it.
Yes.
But if like we're in a bigger area and there's chains that we don't have, I will choose one of those chains over McDonald's.
Yeah, we'll go to the city and my kids will be like, "Can we have Subway?" I'll be like, "Get out of the car." Seriously, you're walking home. What? We didn't come to the city to eat at Subway. You got to be kidding me with that nonsense. Anyways, that's neither here nor there. Let's talk about this deal because it raises some questions for me. How much do you think? When was the last time you went to Subway? If it was pre-COVID, then this might not mean much to you.
I know we ordered and I picked it up like a year and a half ago.
Yeah. So I bought my son, who just loved, my oldest son absolutely adores Subway. I don't understand why, because he gets a turkey footlong with just turkey and cheese on it.
No mayonnaise?
No mayonnaise, no condiments, no lettuce, no nothing.
Their
It's
mayonnaise is amazing. That's the thing I would go for.
I know. He's the weirdest, but he loves it. He loves Subway. And so I think we spring for the extra meat because why not pay more for basically bread with a little bit of meat and cheese in it and that's it. Anyways, I took him there because he had like a soccer tournament. We were in Topeka. He wanted to go to Subway. So I said, fine, I'll order it on the app on the phone. You can stop, pick it up, and you can just go in and grab it. And I'll get food somewhere else because I'm not eating Subway in the city, as we've already discussed.
Yes.
But I paid for it on the app. And to my shock, because I have this terrible habit, Cody, I don't look at prices. I generally my wife asks me this all the time. She'll send me to the store with a list of things. And then she'll say, "How much did this cost?" And I'll be like, "I don't know." She's like, "What do you mean you don't know? You don't look?" Like, you sent me to the store with a list. Why would I look and see how much it costs? I'm going to get it anyways.
I look at list just because I do look at the cost, and I'll go generic on some things. Not
Right.
all things.
But my wife usually, she usually specifies what to get generic, so because she knows me, because I'm not thinking. I'm still from the 80s where it's like, well, the name brand probably tastes better. Nowadays, some of those generic brands aren't bad.
Oh, yeah.
Except for Cheerios. Generic Cheerios are an abomination. I think we can all agree on that. I digress. So I'm still of this time in my mind where I'm like, $5 footlongs. Like, that doesn't seem like that long ago. It probably was.
It was a while back because Jared's been in jail for quite a while.
We don't talk about Jared. We just wiped him from our memories.
Well,
Jared who? I don't even know Jared.
The $5 promotion died with that.
Yeah. So,
spokesperson,
he got in a little trouble with the law. He's in prison.
Yes.
Anyways, in my head, I'm thinking, okay, maybe it's up to $6. But then I think, oh, COVID, everything's tripled in price. But my heart was not prepared for how much I paid for a footlong sandwich at Subway. It was like $14, Cody. We went from $5 footlongs at some point in the last 15 years.
Yes.
To $14?
So I do feel maybe within the past 2 or 3 years, there was like a $6 footlong jingle. And I was like, okay, enough time's passed. I can see us raising $1.
It seemed like that wasn't that long ago. But yeah, then I'm telling you, the last time I went there, I paid like $14 for a footlong. And I'm told that all these food prices are going up after COVID, inflation hit. I get it, man. I know people in the restaurant business. I know food prices have gone up. And so I'm just thinking, well, that's how much a footlong costs now at Subway.
Yeah.
So you're probably waiting for me to get to the point, and I'm going to do that. From $14 footlong sandwiches at Subway, they announced beginning August 26th that they're going to sell any footlong sandwich to compete with all the value. You notice the value menus are making a comeback?
Yep.
Probably because food prices have quadrupled since COVID, and not just like out to eat fast food style prices, like groceries. Everything's gone up.
Oh, yeah. Big
and so
time.
People are hungering for the value menus. They announced as part of this competition, they're going to sell footlongs for $6.99.
What?
I just want to remind you, they've been selling them for $14, and I was under the impression that inflation was causing this, so this is how they had to make money, by charging me $14 for a footlong. But now they're going to sell footlong sandwiches across the country at $6.99, and my question is, you dirty liars. I know you're still making money. What's going on here? There's 2 possibilities, Cody.
Okay.
But go ahead. You go ahead.
I'm going to need to talk to Jerome Powell.
Who's that?
The head of the Federal Reserve. It was Ben Bernanke. I might need to talk to both of them.
We got a phone right here. Can we just call them up? It's like, yeah, operator, could you connect me to the Federal Reserve?
Please and thank you, because the finances ain't adding.
Yeah, I want answers. I want to know, like, okay, what's going on here? Is this inflation thing all a lie? Are we just being hoodwinked? Man, when I think about the United States, I think, what a great, probably the best form of government ever visited upon the earth. And then capitalism has worked so well in a lot of ways, but in a lot of other ways, I feel like I'm getting trampled on by the ruling class, the bourgeoisie, and I'm not like, what's happening here? Why just a couple days ago you were charging me $15 for a footlong. Now you say, oh, we're gonna sell them for $7 now for a while, and I'm like, whoa. Hold on a minute, Mr. Subway. There's 2 possibilities here. One, you're just taking a hit and losing money for a while to get consumers back. Or 2, you've been lying this whole time.
Honestly, I wonder how much cheaper would our food be if we didn't have celebrity spokespersons?
Yeah, like how much they're spending on marketing.
Yes, on Steph Curry and Patrick Mahomes to eat their sandwiches in a
Happy
commercial.
Gilmore. Subway is owned, this article says, by a private equity firm. Did you know this? And doesn't often reveal sales like its publicly traded rivals, i.e., they're not telling you how much money they're making.
You fascist.
Cody with a wave of anger.
That's part of my issue with corporations. And it was my same issue with the studies from the last segment, is that there's not enough transparency. Like, if you're just raking in cashola hand over fist, like, yeah, I get it. I'm good with you. Because people are still supporting you, even though you're just taking all the monies. But if you're hiding, whether you're making money or not, I got beef.
Yeah. I guess my problem is this. This is my honest question. We've had some fun with this. We're kind of joking around. I would still eat a Subway sandwich. I'm not like announcing a crusade or anything against them. But
I'll eat their cookies.
But my serious question is this for like the CEO. If I had the CEO of Subway sitting right here in front of us.
Oh, it
I
would be
say,
gotcha journalism right now.
Are you making a profit from each $6.99 footlong sold? And if the answer is yes, then what the heck's going on with the $14 ones we've been selling the last couple of years? Because that sounds like profiteering.
It does.
That sounds like you pulled the wool over all our eyes. And it sounds like this inflation nonsense is all benefiting these corporations and maybe taking the hard-earned money of the middle and lower classes in this country.
Indeed.
Not to, throw the comedy all away and get serious for a second, but let's get serious, Subway. I demand answers for the people. Also, put more meat on your sandwiches, for goodness sakes.
Yeah, I don't know why you're skimping on the ham.
Quit skimping and give me some of that mayo.
Exactly.